have over 1,500 active volunteers. And last year we documented, I believe, right at 165,000 hours of volunteer support. There are dozens of people, I'd say probably 50 each year, who donate more than 500 hours each in a single year. Well, that's a quarter of a full-time job going to our theater, and many more of them donate over 1,000 hours. I mean, quite a few of those 50 donate more than 1,000 hours. We're talking a part-time job here. And I believe it's because they believe in what we have to offer and what we do, and the importance of that to the community as a whole, to young people, to older seniors, to the community as a whole. That's what I think is also unique about community theater. There are a number of professional theaters, as you know, in our area, in our county, and I admire the work they do. They do some of the finest regional and professional theaters in the country are right here. I'm also very passionate about community theater because community theater uses its own talent resources, its own resources within the community to provide the entertainment and arts education for its own community. It's uniquely American. Amateur theater thrives in the United States like no place else in the world. The community theater movement is more than 100 years old in this nation. We here are approaching our 60th anniversary. The Players of Sarasota are coming up on their 80th anniversary. We're older than any of the professional theaters in our community. And I believe it has to do with that symbiotic relationship between the art and the community. The community needs the outlet to study and perform the art. It also needs the outlet to go enjoy the art. And the two feed off each other and become a part of each other. That's what's exciting to me about community theater.
My name is Dawn Hale, and I'm a volunteer here at the theater. Now, the Troop in the Trunk, that's anybody and everybody who would like to come out and audition. Troop in the Trunk is an educational outreach program, and we do a play. We try to do a play that's short enough that it's around 40 minutes. What we do is we go to all of the South Sarasota schools, and we try and do it for the kindergarten, the 5-year-olds, right up until the 5th graders. But we also have the private schools come into the theater to see it. So it's a play that adults practice through the day because it is a daily situation. And we start in January and we rehearse 3 to 4 days a week, right through until we go into the schools, which is the whole month of April. Every day, pretty much, there's a school that we go to, and we do 2 shows at the school because there's so many children. It's a great opportunity for them because some of the children have never even seen live theater. A lot of them, because we have such great theater here in the community, a lot of children have seen theater. But it's great that we can go to them and they can experience what it's all about. It's a wonderful outlet for anyone of all ages to grow, to develop, to be allowed to be an individual, to find out what your strengths are. It's a wonderful venue for finding out about yourself, to be creative, to be able to get out and make people laugh, or to some children find out, wow, look at the costumes. It's not just the acting or the expressing of yourself, but it's a whole exciting area that children can find their own selves in, and they can expand, and they can, what's the word I'm thinking of? They can trial and tribulations of finding out what works well for them, where, look, I made someone laugh, or I'm really good at that, or I can sing, or I can act, or, oh, I love the costumes, maybe I can learn to sew, or just going out on the road. And of course, the audience seeing what's going on live, it's imagination. You have all of this in front of them. Wow, you should see their faces. It's so exciting. And they're just, whoa, when you do something, I think it's like a storybook coming to life. I think it's a wonderful experience for them to see what can be done.
My name is Shirley Gahn, and I have been with the theater for 30 years, love it, and I'm the choreographer for the Silver Foxes, the Foxettes as we are known.
I tried to get my boyfriend in a romantic mood, so I put on a sexy nightie, and I met him at the door. I said he could tie me up and do anything he wanted.
Whoa, what did he do?
He tied me up and went golfing.
I got involved with the Foxettes in 1976 with Music Man. I was in the show, and I gave the man my script and my score and everything else, and that's how I got involved with the theater in 1976. And love it as I call it my second home.
They had the idea of a group serving the community and people over 50 or 55, people who have retired, and using those people to entertain out in the community. Well, great outreach for us, and then was good for the people who wanted to do this sort of thing. Mm-hmm. So the Silver Foxes started. And they started small, and I was the board member who helped at that time, but I didn't do the work. I mean, there were the other ones, that Shirley Gahn, for instance, and Maggie Taylor, and they did all of the work, and they have worked hard all of these years. And my gosh, I think we started out with a small a small show for like a showcase here in the theater. It was in stage 2. And now they are selling out 5 performances in main stage now. And then they do that every year. And they have Joe Simmons, our as artistic director. And so it's polished and it's professional and it just looks good and it sounds good and it is good. And the audiences love them.
I'm here only 6 months. I'm a transient. I'm from up north. And I'm involved with Silver Foxes from the very first day I arrived until the very last day I'm here.
So I'm now getting back into living again.
Recently retired and had some health problems, and now I'm looking to have something to do. I'd like to be a tap dancer, but
If the theater wasn't here, I really don't know what I'd do.